Hello and welcome to Forward 40 TV. I'm Judette. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I'm going to show you how to make one amazing bowl of oatmeal that looks nothing like what your mom used to make. You know, I love oatmeal, and I think it's because it provides the right amount of fiber and carbohydrates and protein. And it's really sustaining during the day. And I find that if I begin the day right, I tend to continue it right throughout my working hours. So to begin with, I have my oatmeal stored in this container, and I don't use quick oats because I find it has a lot of preservatives in it. So I use the old-fashioned rolled oats, and this container really keeps it fresh, and plus it looks great on my countertop. So I already have some water that was heating a little bit a while ago, and it's usually about 2 cups of water for a cup of oats. And because I don't use a measuring cup a lot, I know what a cup of oats looks like, but of course feel free to use your measuring cup. And into the boiling water, I'm just going to add a cup of the oats, and in it goes. And I am just going to stir it. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit. It was a little low. And because oats has no flavor, I'm going to add just a smidgen of salt. I stir it up, and in comes my spices. So I begin with a little bit of nutmeg, and I take just a little bit. But my real love affair with spice is really the cinnamon. And I add just a lot of cinnamon. I would say almost a spoonful of cinnamon into my oatmeal because I tend to like the flavor of cinnamon. And I'm just going to stir that around because it gets very thick very quickly. And let me just take a minute to inhale this. This is like a perfect wake me up of cinnamon and nutmeg, and it fills your home with so much amazing smells. So it's bubbling up right now, and my magic ingredient really in my oatmeal is to add mashed bananas or cut up bananas. I've already sliced these, and rather than using sugar in my oatmeal, I use bananas to add the sweetness. And because it's bubbling up, I'm going to turn it down a couple of notches so it still retains the heat. And don't forget, you want to cut up your bananas really small. That way it's easy to mash or to crush into the oatmeal. And we're going to bubble up. And I am now going to add milk. Now, because I'm a vegan, I'm not going to add anything that comes from the cow. So I will add usually here either almond milk or nut milk. But today I'm going to add just about 1 pot spoonful of coconut milk. And the reason why I do that is because I don't like my oatmeal to be thick. I really like to have it very liquidy. So I find that by adding the coconut milk, not only does it give it flavor, but it also adds more liquid to my oatmeal. Stirring it up. And don't forget, I use old-fashioned oats, so I'm really applying the heat here. If this was the quick oats, I'd be done in what? A minute and a half? I'm now going to add a handful of blueberries, and I love blueberries because it has so much manganese and magnesium, not much salt, and magnesium has a lot of vitamin K, and it's really good for your bones, which is really pertinent if you exercise a lot. It's going to change the color of your oatmeal just a little. And because it came out of the freezer, you just want to keep it in for a little bit, like 30 seconds to 45 seconds. And just stir. If you see purpley streaks slicing across your oatmeal, that's okay. That is just the color, the rich color of the blueberries. So I think I am done. I'm just going to turn up the heat a little bit more to give it one quick more boil of my old-fashioned oats. And now it is ready to serve. Of course, you know, oatmeal has something called beta-glucan, which is really good for lowering your blood cholesterol. I'm going to plate this, of course. I'm so looking forward to this breakfast. And to top things off, I'm going to add just a little bit of almond full of omega-3. I'm going to add a touch of raisins. Again, to complement the sweetness of the bananas, but not too much since it already has the blueberries and the bananas in it. And a couple more slices of banana. Oh, it is simply just amazing. And a pinch of my favorite spice, some cinnamon. You know, oatmeal is fantastic for you because it's so great for your body. And every morning when I get up, I usually light myself a great candle and I turn on some reflective music and I sit and I just 10 minutes kind of starts me up for my day. And it's wonderful to wake up before the rest of the world. It's good for the mind, it's good for the body, it's good for the spirit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.